I do a lot of mindfulness. It doesn't matter. The important thing is well-being, and self-compassion is part of that. So please, please, if this isn't for you, find something else that is. It's really important. So I just want to mention that our team have done a fantastic job. The Lead, Connect and Care team have been fantastically organising many things, but they've also got a fun day, a family fun day coming up on Saturday, the 25th of June. So I just wanted to make sure that if you haven't seen that, you're aware of it. You can have a look on the website, thellracademy.org, if you need that further information. And please make sure that you access all the activities, because there'll be further activities through the year. It's not just about today or the days that we've just mentioned. It'll be many activities through the year. And just before I finish, just to say there is a Twitter photo competition as well, and an activity challenge for all delegates to get involved in. So please, please get involved if you can, encourage others to. And again, if you need any further information, that's on the website as well. So without further ado, as I say, let's get on with what it's here to do. And I'm going to pass over to Sharon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming along and joining in Laughter Yoga today. And thank you for inviting me along to join you in your Lead, Connect and Care Festival. I've got a real passion for wellbeing, so it's always so exciting to be invited along to events like this. So as you've heard, my name's Sharon, and I wear a number of hats. So I'm a specialist palliative care nurse. Recently with LPT, but as you've just heard, I've moved up to Scotland. I'm also a health coach, and I'm a Laughter Yoga leader as well. So mainly what I do is I run my own wellbeing business along with my sister, and we provide this really holistic approach to workplace wellbeing, and Laughter Yoga is just one of the programs that we offer. So I'm really excited to share Laughter Yoga with you today. Can I just check, has anybody done Laughter Yoga before?
Yes, yeah.
Some have, some haven't.
No.
Okay, lovely. So some of you will know what to expect, and others are in for hopefully a nice surprise. I first discovered Laughter Yoga when I had my own struggles with mental health, specifically anxiety and depression. And I am absolutely convinced that along with a healthy diet and exercise, self-care, that compassion that we just heard about, Laughter Yoga absolutely got me back on the road to recovery. It's a fantastic tool for maintaining health and particularly preventing poor mental health. So before we start, and the essence of this session is actually doing the Laughter Yoga, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about what Laughter Yoga is. So despite what the name suggests, you might be relieved to hear we're not going to be doing any downward dog or any other body contortions. Instead, Laughter Yoga is a unique concept where we laugh for no reason whatsoever. So there's no jokes, there's no humour, there's just laughing for laughter's sake. The yoga bit refers to the deep breathing exercises that we do in between those laughter exercises. So just before we go any further, let's just become aware of our breathing. So just hold a hand over your chest and work out, where is your breath currently coming from? If it's coming from high up here, then that kind of breathing is associated with adrenaline-driven breathing, the kind of stuff that's associated with stress and anxiety. There's a lot of it about, but what we're aiming for is a breath that comes from lower down here in the tummy, and also that we develop a lovely rhythm to our breathing, okay? And Laughter Yoga very much reminds us of the importance of breathing as well. So let's just all now move our hands down to our bellies and take in a beautiful deep breath. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, we're going to hold it for a moment, and then we're going to breathe out slowly through the mouth. Let's give that a go together. So breathe in and release. Oh, I don't know about you, but that feels better already. I'm over the stress of not being able to log on to the Teams meeting. So now let's start to think about the laughter bit. So a question, when was the last time you can remember having a great big belly laugh? You know, the kind of laughter that would get you thrown out of most respectable kind of restaurants, yeah? Sadly, as adults, we do tend to lose our natural ability to laugh and to be joyful for no reason whatsoever. So, to develop our ability to laugh joyfully once again, what we have to do is to try really hard to remove those levels of inhibition and to remove those mental roadblocks that get in the way. We're too worried too many times about what people might think, what we might look like, and all those other stresses that bog us down. So this morning, I shall very much be inviting you to let go of inhibitions and to just be willing to give it a go. I want to make the distinction between happiness and joyfulness. So happiness is very much a conditional thing. It's dependent on circumstances, that kind of thing. But joyfulness is absolutely unconditional. Doesn't matter what's going on in life, we can choose to be joyful. How can we do that? Well, we can trigger joyfulness by doing joyful activities. Things like laughing. We're going to do a lot of that in a minute. Dancing. We might even do a bit of that. Singing. We will do some of that, and playing. So I'm hoping that you can all kind of join in and really get in touch with that inner joy, that inner child really, that is desperate to come out and play a bit more often than we actually allow them. So joy is purely a physical phenomenon, one that we can choose to engage with, okay? So when you're joyful, why is that important? Well, we actually experience physiological and psychological benefits to that. It makes us feel good. It gives us that sense of well-being so that we feel able to cope with different things. And it generally just makes us more positive, a better positive outlook. And laughter yoga is absolutely about learning to be joyful. Laughter produces endorphins. So endorphins are those lovely feel-good chemicals. And the research shows, and now this will be important as we go forwards, it doesn't matter whether our laughter is fake or if it's real. The body can't tell the difference. And those endorphins are produced regardless. So some of us may feel a little bit awkward in a moment when we start, and you'll be thinking, what on earth is going on? Who is this crazy woman? But please, can I just kind of encourage you to go beyond that and give it a go anyway. You'll probably find that the laughter does start off as fake and we're all kind of forcing it, but pretty soon it does become real and spontaneous. But even if it doesn't move beyond fake, don't worry, you're still experiencing all those benefits. So let's just have a little practice in getting those endorphins warmed up. Even a smile is enough to boost those endorphins. So we are going to share a smile with all of our fellow laughter yogis on screen here. So just put your biggest, brightest smile on and say hello through a smile with everyone. I want it to hurt your cheeks. Fantastic. And now we're going to turn that smile into just a little giggle, nothing too much. And now let's just ramp it up a little bit. Let's just go in for that bigger chortle. Are you ready? Well, once I start, I can't stop. I did tell you it was a little wacky, but stay with me, because there are lots of benefits. What are those benefits? So on a personal level, laughter changes your mood in a matter of moments, and that lasts up to 24 hours. So it's quick, it's free, it's easy. And a health perspective, it strengthens our immune system and it lowers stress levels. It also has fantastic benefits in the workplace as well. So particularly through the deep breathing, it increases the net supply of oxygen to our body and to our brains. And what that does is it leads to an improvement in motivation, creativity, productivity, and focus. So absolutely fantastic in the workplace. And it's really great that you're doing it with your colleagues here today. I often suggest to teams when I go into organisations that actually, next time you're in a team meeting, or let's bring it to the MDT, whatever meetings you're in, how about we start each meeting with a period of laughter? Can you imagine how much more focused and productive each meeting would be? I'll leave that one with you to give a go. Socially, laughter yoga connects people and it creates those caring and sharing relationships as well. It boosts resilience. Let's be honest, it's easy to feel resilient when life's easy, but it's about coping with life's ups and downs as well. And just one more thing that you need to know before we get started, and that is I'd like to teach you how to clap laughter yoga style. All right, so I will mark the end of each laughter exercise through clapping. So when you hear me go ho, ho, ha, 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 with a clap that goes like this, ho, ho, ha, 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 I'd like you to stop what you're doing and join in with the clap. So we put hands flat together in parallel. And the reason for this is there are acupressure points in our hands, and stimulating these increases our energy levels as well. So I'd like us all to practice our ho ho ha 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 clap. Are you ready? Okay. And we can also, you can do it seated if you want. Laughter yoga can be done seated, or you can stand up and put some bounce and some movement in. Whatever you feel like doing. Are you ready for our ho hos? Okay. Ho ho ha ha ha. Ho ho ha ha ha. Ho ho ha ha ha. Fantastic. You lot are amazing. So that's one clap we might do. But I might also use a different kind of clapping. And that sounds like this. Very good. Very good. Yay! Oh, there's a ceiling there. Okay. So can we all practice that together as well? Okay. Hands together flat again. Ready? Very good. Very good. Yay! Brilliant. So just before we start, remember, we are letting go of all of those inhibitions. As I say, it might feel a little wacky, but that's all part of it. Stepping outside of our comfort zone is known to be fantastic for boosting well-being. It's also useful to know that there's no talking in laughter yoga. Talking engages left side of brain. Blimey, left side of brain is constantly switched on, isn't it? Because it's the left side that's about thinking and analysing, often stressing. Whereas laughter engages right side of brain. And that's all about creativity and opportunity. It's the place where rest and recovery takes place, basically. So there's no talking, just laughter. Just one more point. It's important to look after yourselves as we go through this session. Just as if you'd been advised not to undertake strenuous exercise, it's the same here. So if you feel a little bit kind of puffed out, a little bit tired, you feel that you want to take a break, please do so and just join in again when you feel ready. So I have good news for you. Today, we are going to take some time out. Time out away from our busy working lives and whatever stresses might be present in our lives. And I'd like to invite you to come away with me on a trip to the seaside. Who'd like that? Yeah. Yes, we've got some thumbs up. Good. So I absolutely love a trip to the seaside. Just imagine it, okay? Can you smell the seaside? Can you imagine the smell of the seaside? Focus on the smell. Breathe in the smells of fish and chips, maybe, seaweed, candy floss stands. These are all my childhood memories of being at the seaside. And now maybe just close your eyes for a second and imagine the sights of the seaside. What can you see? Maybe you can see the boats bobbing about on the sea, children playing on the sand. Just imagine the sights of the seaside. And smile as you picture your special seaside place. Brilliant. So come back with me, and before we start to laugh, as with any kind of exercise, it's really important that we warm up. So we're going to give our cheeky cheeks a little warm up. Now you'll remember learning about cheeky cheeks in biology classes, I'm sure. Our cheeky laughter muscles are located here in our cheeky cheeks. So we just want to give them a little warm up. So I'd invite you to take hold of your cheeks, give them a little squeeze like this, and of course, a little giggle. Fantastic. Now we're going to move to our cheeky shoulders. We're going to give our shoulders a little roll. Now these shoulders are known for their cheeky laughter, so it's a cheeky giggle that goes with it. Fantastic. And then we're going to take that laughter down to our belly with our Santa belly laugh. So take hold of your belly. Are you ready? I'm imagining what they're all thinking just outside of the door. Right. Are we all feeling warmed up? Are our laughter muscles ready to go? Yeah, brilliant. So now for our day out to the seaside. We'll be travelling by bus. And first of all, it's really important that we get to know our fellow passengers. So we're going to pretend we're all in a room together, and we're going to say hello to each other. And we're going to virtually kind of have a wander around the room. And we're going to say hello laughter style. Remember, there's no talking. So what I'd like to do, I don't know how this actually works. Am I able to hear sound from you guys? Have you got your sound switched on? It's lovely if we can all hear each other. So if your sound's off, if you could switch.
If everyone comes off mute, that would be great.
Yeah, that would be great. Great, then I can hear you as well. Brilliant. So we're going to say hello laughter style, all right? No talking, remember? And instead, we might wave and go. Yeah, I think it's quite a nice lot we're going on a day trip with, isn't it? I think we're in for a good day. Right, we're going to do some deep breathing. So again, focus on your belly, okay? Make sure the breath comes from the belly. Okay, we're going to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth 3 times this time, nice and slowly. So deep breath in. And up. And again. And one more time, deep breath in. And out. Fantastic. You know, there's nothing worse than travel sickness, is there? So before we set off, we're going to take a very special travel sickness pill. It's a special pill because, guess what? It makes us laugh, of course. Some of the pills that we can take are just those little over-the-counter variety, and they give a little titter kind of laughter. So we pop it and it's a little titter. But others are those prescription strength ones, okay? So when we pop that one, that gives us a great big belly laugh. And you might want to try a variety of the two. You might also want to share it with your colleagues. You can give some to others as well, okay? But just make sure you stock up on enough travel sickness pills because we do not want to be ill on the journey. Okay, are you ready? Choose your pill and off we go. Ready? that it also makes your tummy ache as well, and that's really good. It's a really good abdominal workout too. There you go. You're welcome. Right, it's now time to start the bus. We're very nearly ready to set off, okay? And of course, we have a very special bus to take us on our day trip to the seaside. Our bus starts with a little laugh like this. And we drive off and wave at everyone laughter style, of course. All right. So we're gonna start our bus together, and then we're gonna go off driving as we wave. Are you ready? Off we go. Oh, dear me. Very good. Well done. Right, another breathing exercise I'd like to show you. One of my favourite ones is just instantly calms and relaxes. Is what I call Tai Chi deep breathing. So basically, I'll do a speeded up version just to demonstrate, and then we'll do it lovely and slowly together. So on the breathe in, we take our arms up, deep breath. We turn around at the top, we hold, and we breathe out like this. It's also lovely to be able to visualize that on that breath in, we're pulling in all the good stuff, all the lovely positive stuff that serves us. And on the breath out, we are getting rid of any negativity, anything that holds us back. All right. So 3 Tai Chi breaths. Okay. Hold each one slightly in the middle. Let's go. Deep breath in. In. And one more. Fantastic. Ah, lovely. Okay. So we've set off and things were going so well. But oh dear, we have got lost. Yeah, the bus driver has taken a wrong turn and we now find ourselves just a little bit lost. So we're going to see if we can help our driver out, all right? So we're going to take our maps out, our laughter maps, like this. We're going to hold our map up. We're going to take a look at the map. We're going to realise that actually the map makes no sense whatsoever. And what are we going to do? Because we're going to laugh at it, because that always makes things feel better, all right? You might also want to show other people your map. See if they can believe it as well, all right? But let's take our map out and see if we can help. All right, laughter map out. Great, everybody. Well done. Now then, this may be a little bit hard for me with a very low ceiling, but I'd like to do a different deep breathing exercise now. Again, you can do it seated, but if you're more comfortable standing and doing it standing, you can do that too. So if I can lower that down so you can see where I'm going, I'm literally going to hang down like this. I'm going to bring my arms up as I breathe in. I'm going to hold it, and as I breathe out, I will flop forward again, just as comfortable, right? Just as is comfortable. Okay, so deep breath in, up to the sky. Hold that, and release. And release. And one more, deep breath in. Fantastic. Brilliant. Well done, everybody. Right. You know when you go on a bus trip, I don't know about you, but I think there's nothing better to while away a bus trip than having a good old sing-song. Yeah? It passes the journey nicely. So I'd like to remind you of a good old favourite. Does everybody know the song, If You're Happy and You Know It? Yeah, good, good, good. If you don't know it. I know there's no talking in laughter yoga, but we're just going to break the rules slightly because we're going to sing it through with words to start with, okay? Then we're going to replace the words with laughter, all right? This is where we can sing and dance, and you can clap as well if you want to. Are you ready for If You're Happy and You Know It? All in together. I can't sing, so please sing loudly, okay? Are you ready?
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to share it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Right, let's replace that now with ha 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 ha. You get the message, yeah? Right, from the top. Are you ready? Ha 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 ha. Yay! You lot are amazing, but you know, it's ever such a long journey. I just think we probably need to do it one more time, okay? And then we might nearly be there. Are you ready? Best laughter singing voices on. Off we go. Ha, 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 ha. Yay! I've got one thing to say to that. Join in. Very good. Very good. Yay! Well done, everybody. Right. Let's do some more deep breathing. Let's go back to those bellies. See if we can engage the breath from way low down there in our belly. So when we breathe in, our belly is filled with air. So just like a balloon, if we fill a balloon with air, it expands. So on our breath in, our belly should expand. And as we let go of that breath, it flattens. So I find it helpful just to place my hands over my belly button just so I can engage with that belly and work out what's going on. All right. So we're going to do 3 deep breaths again. Breath in. Hold. And release. Breath in, belly out. Hold. And release. And one more. And release. Fantastic. I don't know if anybody struggles with poor sleep, but at times when I have struggled with sleep, yeah, we've got some nods. In the middle of the night is when the thoughts come, isn't it? And once you start thinking, that's it. One thought leads to another. And there's all sorts of things that I have tried when that happens to me. the biggest thing that I can do of benefit is actually deep breathing. So I climb out of my bed, I sit on the side, I ground my feet on the floor, and I just engage in a couple of minutes of deep breathing. It's the one thing that can cut through the stress response, okay? And before I know it, I'm back off to sleep. So laughter yoga and its techniques are great as part of laughter yoga, but you can break it down and use it in all sorts of different ways in life and challenges. So another tip for you. So the good news is we have now arrived at the seaside. The sun is shining, the sky is blue. It's a beautiful hot day. The sand is golden and looks so inviting. And so we're going to go for a wander along the beach. So we slip off our socks and shoes and we race onto the beach only to find that the sand is so hot. So this is our hot sand laughter skip, okay? So again, you can do it seated if you want, or you can stand up and pretend you're on the hot sand, okay? So we're going to tiptoe around and react to the heat with laughter, okay? So very good. Yay! Fantastic. Now, do you know, after all that jumping about on the sand, I'm a little bit hungry. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't go to the seaside without having fish and chips. Am I alone in that? Yeah, no, I knew I wouldn't be. So, we're going to have some fish and chips. But if the sand is hot, the chips are even hotter. So, we're going to eat the imaginary hot chips and we're going to react to that heat by waving our hands in front of the face, trying to cool it down, okay? So it's another kind of hot laughter as we try to cool those chips down, okay? And again, you may want to share them with your colleagues. Yeah, sharing is caring. So take the hot chips, off we go. Very good. Oh, let's calm down with a little bit of Tai Chi, deep breathing again. You know the routine now? Let's go Tai Chi, deep breath.
Yeah. What, are you doing anything in the oven today?
Breathe in. And one more. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, those chips were good, but they were really quite salty. It's left me feeling quite thirsty. I feel like a little drink. Because it's a special day out, I think we should probably make it a special drink. Who fancies a cocktail? Yeah. Yeah, great. Okay. So if you prefer to have a milkshake or a mixed juice, that's entirely up to you. But I'm going to choose a cocktail. Either way, they're mixed in the same way. So take your 2 glasses, okay, and we're going to mix one with the other. So it goes, ee, ooh, and we drink it with a you know, I actually had to do training to teach this. It's amazing, isn't it? Right, are you ready? Take 2 toes on the bed. Good, but you know what? It barely touched the sides, really. Yeah. Should we have another one? Cheeky one. Yeah. Don't tell anyone. Ready? Okay, off we go. I think those cocktails have come to your head. I don't know about you, but I think cocktail drinking is a little bit like flower arranging. So with flower arranging, they tell us to do it in 3s or 5s, don't they, really? I just think we need a third and final cocktail. Are you ready? Make it count. It's our last one. Off we go.
Are you doing this?
Right, we're going to hang down. I'm seated or standing. We're going to hang down and we're going to do that gorgeous deep breath up. Okay, hang down. Breath in. Hold. And release. And again. And release. Now this third one is just going to be a little bit different because as we hold the breath on the top, do you remember when we're probably at school and we weren't supposed to be laughing at all? We'd get in trouble if we laughed. We have to hold in that laughter. Hold it in, hold it in, hold it in until we can hold it in no longer. So we actually laugh out the deep breath rather than breathe it out. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so we hang down. We do a deep breath in. We hold it. Oh, fantastic. Well done, everyone. Now then, any old seaside without, a good old seaside needs to have a good old-fashioned bandstand, okay? So we're going to create our own laughter orchestra, all right? The way we're going to do this is we're going to have 3 groups. So if your name begins A to H, you're group 1. Group 2 is if your name begins I to Q. That's right. And group 3 is if your name begins R to Z. So do you all know which group you're in? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So group 1 laughter sound is that, if you remember, the cheeky shoulder giggle. So let's just practice with group 1, cheeky shoulder giggle. Ready? Group 1, 2. Like you are, your laughter for you. You are our fairy tinkle tinkle laughter. So it's up here, okay, and it goes. Okay, so group 2, let's practice. Ready? And group 3, R to Z, is Santa belly laugh. So group 3, let's give that a practice. Ready? Brilliant. This is going to be good. I can feel it. So when I shout out the group name, I would like you to give us your laughter. Okay, are you ready? Group 2. Great. One. Great. Together. Brilliant. Okay. What a lovely day we've had. The bad news is it's almost at an end, okay? But it has been a lovely day, and we know from the research that gratitude is so good for our well-being. So we're going to practice a little bit of laughter gratitude, all right? Now, gratitude often starts with the small things, okay? It's taking notice of the small things in life that make us feel good, make us feel belong, make us feel happy. So this laughter exercise kind of captures all of that. So it starts very small like this, okay, with a little giggle. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, as does, of course, our laughter. All right? So we're going to start small with little titters and grow big with the laughter together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Right, so gratitude laughter. Start nice and tiny. Very good. Now, gratitude, of course, isn't an easy practice. It takes practice, okay? It's something that we need to do regularly. So just to remind us of that fact, let's just do gratitude laughter one more time, okay? So we go small to big. All right, one more time. Off we go. Very good. Yay. Fantastic. So sadly, that's the end of our trip to the seaside, okay? But what I'd like to remind us of before we move into our period of relaxation, which is all part of the laughter yoga experience, is that we can laugh anytime. We don't have to be in a good mood. We can literally force a smile on our face, which releases endorphins, or we can laugh for no reason whatsoever. We've got workplaces who have a regular commitment to kind of meet at the photocopy machine, have a 30-second giggle together, and go back to work, regardless of what's going on. And it really makes a difference. So, you know, next time you're at the traffic lights, and it seems that, you know, it's the 50th set of traffic lights that's on red as you approach it. Instead of sitting there stressing and I'm going to be late, use the red traffic light as a bit of a prompt and just go. Now, I know you might be worried about, you know, your fellow drivers on either side. Don't worry, they are definitely going to want a bit of whatever it is that you're on. Okay, so don't worry about other people. Seek out these prompts. Similarly, in the morning, the first thing often many of us do is put the kettle on for a cup of tea or coffee. Use that as a prompt. Rather than running around and 1,000,001 things whilst waiting for the kettle to boil, just stop for the minute it takes and maybe just do a gentle gentle giggle while you wait for the kettle to boil. If we can introduce laughter into our lives and make it a regular feature of life, we will absolutely feel the benefits of that. I'm a passionate advocate of that. It's turned my life around. I know it's had a really positive impact on lots of people. So give it a go, experiment, and see how you get on with that. Right. Now, when we've been laughing for a period of time, sometimes we can feel a bit wee and a bit woe. And of course, mindful of the fact that for many of us, we actually have to go back to work after this, don't we? So laughter yoga always ends with a period of relaxation that just brings us down again. So the best part, if you'd like to, you can turn off your cameras and your sound if you'd like to. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, just so you can literally lie down and chill out if you'd like to, then please feel free to do that. I'm going to take us through a guided imagery, which also focuses on the beach as well. So just for 5 minutes or so to relax us, get us ready for the afternoon ahead. So just make yourself comfortable. As I said, that can be either lying down or sitting just comfortably in your chair. Just let arms relax by your side, feet flat on the floor if you are seated. And if you feel any kind of discomfort or tension anywhere, just make any amendments that you need to, just to maximize your comfort. If it feels comfortable to close your eyes, then do so, but there's no need, whatever feels most helpful for you. Okay. So let's begin by letting go of any tension that might be in the body and just begin to relax. You can scan through your whole body for any tense spots that may be there. And just bring your attention to those tense areas. Once you've identified that area, just allow the tension to gradually disappear. Imagine the tension melting away with each breath that you take in and out. And as you take a few deep breaths, as you breathe in relaxation and breathe out any tension and fatigue. You decide to take a walk on your favourite beach, all by yourself. Don't want to disrupt your relaxation, but I don't know whether I'm in all right. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Sharon, you're back.
I'm back. Okay, right. Okay, so we're taking a walk along the beach all by ourselves. And the path leading to the ocean is surrounded by wild gorse. Everything along this path smells of sea and sun. The butterflies are flapping their wings above the gorse. And the pollen that's stirred by these butterflies is visible in the afternoon sunshine. The salty ocean breeze is gently caressing your face. And the late afternoon sun is warming your skin. The whole area is filled with a spectacular hue of gold. And the vast and endless blue sky is decorated with just a few floating white clouds. You can hear the rustling of the leaves of tall palm trees not far from the shores. And in the distance, seagulls are gliding over the blue ocean. You can hear their cries, and together with waves from the oceans, it forms a tranquilizing orchestra. Arriving at the beach, you're pleased by the pure white and soft sand. It looks beautiful. As you look in both directions, you see that the beach extends endlessly on both sides. A few beautiful shell-like gems in the sand are sparkling in the sunshine. And you decide to take off your shoes and walk barefoot. Grains of warm sand massage your bare feet. And the sound of the waves washing up against the shore is peaceful and calming. As you walk further along the shore, you decide to stop for a rest. You sit down on a mound of pure white sand and gaze out at the sea, gazing peacefully at the rhythmic motion of the waves rolling into shore. Everything feels wonderful. This whole gorgeous coast with its sand dunes, sandy beaches, piles of seaweed and palm trees, all belongs to you alone. You feel so peaceful, free, and at one with everything around you. Time slows down to a halt. Your mind begins to drift, being carried away by this intoxicating feeling of peace and tranquility. Each wave breaks against the coast, rising slowly upwards along the beach, leaving an area of white foam. Slowly the wave retreats back out to sea, only to be replaced by another wave that washes up against the shore, working its way up the beach and then slowly retreating back out to sea. With each motion of the wave, as it glides in and then out, you feel yourself feeling more and more relaxed. You forget about time. You don't know how much time has passed. You realize that the sun is lower and lower on the horizon. The sky is turning brilliant colors of red, orange, yellow, while the sunset's sinking down into the horizon. You feel very relaxed and soothed. Sound of the waves, the smell and taste of the sea and seaweed, cries of the seagulls, the warmth of the sunshine against your body. All of these sights, sounds and smells leave you feeling very calm, refreshed and relaxed. Notice how deeply relaxed your mind and body feel right now. And remind yourself that you can recreate these feelings on your own during your normal daily activities. Remember that at any point during any day, you may simply scan your body, discover any areas of tension you might be holding, and then inhale relaxation and exhale tension and tightness. You can come back to this place as often as you like, or create your own getaway to relax, renew, and recharge your mind and body. So now, when you feel ready to wake up your body and your mind and return to the present, just give yourself a few moments to do so. Bring your awareness back to your surroundings and notice the real environment that you're in. If you've had your eyes closed, then you may want to just gently open them. Let your muscles wake up by opening and closing hands, shrugging shoulders, stretching out, moving around a bit. And keep with you this feeling of peace and calm you had while you were relaxing. As you just sit quiet for a moment. And when you're awake and alert, you can return to your usual activities, feeling refreshed, relaxed, and ready for whatever the day holds for you. Thank you, everybody. There we go. How's everybody feeling? Yeah, got some thumbs up.
Sleepy now.
Brilliant.
We better do some more ho-ho-hoing if you're too sleepy. Yeah. Fantastic, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. I know it feels a little wacky, particularly if you haven't done it before, but it was just so lovely to see you all joining in and stepping outside of comfort zones and feeling those benefits. I hope you enjoyed that. It isn't something that, you know, comes naturally the first time. It is a practice that you need to kind of build into regular activities. So I'd really encourage you to do that. But thank you all for having me and for joining in.
Thank you so much, Sharon. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sharon. That was wonderful. Made my day today.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Sharon.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Sharon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. It was wonderful.
Good, good. Glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sharon. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not sure, Sharon, if you could see the chat, but you've got some great responses in the chat box.
Oh, let me see. Oh, show conversation. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, it's going round and round. Let's see. Oh gosh, there's lots there, isn't there? Let's see.
Thank you. Goodbye and all the best.
Oh, thank you. Bye bye. Oh my gosh, there's loads. I can't read them all. Let me see. Oh. Oh, people are so lovely, aren't they?
Thank you, Sharon. Enjoyed it too much.
Oh. Shame. Yeah. Sharon frozen. Yeah, I did. And of all the times to freeze, a nice relaxation session.